Weekend mornings, too much supply. Dairy farmers dumping milk due to cows producing way too much. We've got the latest.
And we are expected to see some rain across our area today and tonight. I'll have the details coming up.
Plus, more on the government's case against former President Donald Trump becoming the first U.S. president to face federal criminal charges. It's Saturday, June 10th. Comedian Bill Burr turns 55 today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kyle Pazorski. Jacob Montesano's here today with your first warn weather. Jacob, how are you doing?
I'm good. I love Bill Burr. Yeah. Happy birthday.
He's a great comedian.
Yeah, but we are going to see some rain across our area. But first, let's take a look at the temperatures. It's a very comfortable morning. A lot of our area well into the 60s. Some places, especially up in Eau Claire, already at 70 degrees. Now, taking a look at the temperature change over the last 24 hours, yesterday morning was rather chilly. We saw low temperatures all the way in the 30s for some locations. Now, this time yesterday, the temperatures are much closer than what they were a few hours ago, but still warmer than at yesterday morning as a whole. Taking a look at the low temperatures from this morning, as I mentioned, we had temperatures in the 30s yesterday morning. The coldest area, Camp Douglas, was at 50, so we didn't even have any areas in the 40s. A lot nicer this morning, and if we take a look at Doppler track, we are still mostly dry. There are some showers in north central Wisconsin, and we are expected to see more rain across our area later today. Now, during the daytime, most of the rainfall will be well to the north of Madison, but around La Crosse, Eau Claire, central Wisconsin, you folks are going to see some scattered showers and storms. Some of the storms could be heavy at times and could produce some pretty heavy rainfall, but likely not going to last very long. Then as we get into the overnight hours, we will see more showers across southern Wisconsin. And although the rain will be a little bit more widespread, it's not expected to be heavy. So taking a look at planning your day, we are going to see some of those showers in La Crosse in the afternoon. And for Madison, we are going to remain relatively dry with the storms likely going to occur during the overnight hours. I really shouldn't say storms. By the time the rain gets to Madison, it likely will only be showers, but an isolated storm is definitely possible. I'll also have more details on a big temperature swing for your Sunday. All of that will be coming up a little bit later in the show.
Well, thank you, Jacob, so much. We'll check back in just a bit. Now to a live look this morning. We're looking at the Beltline on the East Beltline towards John Nolan Drive on US 1218. Two lanes are still blocked right now due to a crash. The DOT did expect earlier to have this cleared by 8, but it is still going on. If you are traveling towards that area this morning, be sure to slow down or to avoid the area in its entirety. And breaking overnight, several people are displaced this morning following an apartment fire in Fitchburg. According to the Fitchburg Fire Department, the fire was reported around 3:15 this morning. A resident called 911 and reported seeing smoke and fire in the building's hallways. Firefighters arrived to find fire visible in the attic. It has been put out at this time. The Red Cross is on scene assisting those who could not return to their apartments. The fire chief tells News 3 that 24 units are currently displaced. Some Wisconsin farmers are having to dump thousands of gallons of milk down the drain. Right now, farmers are seeing a problem with cows producing too much milk, where they're finding they don't have enough cooler space. Multiple dairy processing plants have had to lower their capacity or even shut down completely.
I can only imagine the feeling of literally watching your hard work and your passion for what you have created literally going down the drain.
Some wastewater issues caused one northern Minnesota plant to shut down completely this month, which left 45 farmers without a place to take their product. And farm experts say that until the plant is back up and running, most of the farmers will be stuck trying to find a way to save milk or be forced to dump it. There's a developing story related to contaminated water in the town of Campbell, north of La Crosse. According to a release from a law firm, hundreds of residents from French Islands served notices of claim to the city of La Crosse totaling $42.2 million. The residents want compensation for diminished property value and, quote, other harms. The release cites a state statute that says the city of La Crosse has 120 days to either pay the millions or deny the claims. PFAS, known as forever chemicals, were found in the town's groundwater as early as 2014, according to the law firm. Most people living in Campbell use wells connected to that source and have been exposed to high levels of PFAS through the water coming out of their taps. The city of La Crosse does own and operate the La Crosse County Regional Airport, where firefighting foam containing PFAS has been used since the 1970s. The law firm says the city did not tell residents that PFAS was found in a nearby well. Local police departments are asking residents to check the emergency SOS settings on their phones due to a dramatic increase in accidental 911 calls over the past several months. Police in Verona say their dispatch has received 76 unintentional emergency calls in the last 9 days, and for the entire year so far, there have been more than 550 calls. For comparison, there were 249 missed dials at this time last year. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office issued a similar alert to residents earlier this year, as did the Grant County Sheriff's Office. This morning, thousands are gathering in Madison for the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk. News 3 is the proud sponsor of the annual event. It's being held at Willow Island at the Alliant Energy Center. Braden Ross is there live to share how the walk is raising more than $100,000 to fight breast cancer. Braden.
Hi, Cal. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out here at the Alliant Energy Center. A great day for a walk. I am here with Nikki Panico. She's the executive director of the state chapter of the Susan G. Komen organization. Nikki, you've been out here all morning getting ready, setting things up. How has it been?
It's been fabulous. Look at this gorgeous weather. There's survivors and those battling behind me eating a delicious hot breakfast. It's fabulous.
So can you tell people a little bit about this walk? What makes it special?
Well, we honor those survivors of breast cancer or those battling. It's a time to reflect on those that should be here but have lost their battle to the disease. And we've raised a lot of money that stays right here in Madison.
And you've talked to a lot of survivors throughout this work. What are the things that stand out to you about them?
Well, I'm a survivor, a breast cancer survivor myself. I can speak for myself and many of the women that it just is a really special day to reflect on what they've been through and pay it forward and help others.
And if people can't make it out today, they can still support.
Please come down because it is gorgeous out. We don't start for another hour and over an hour and a half, so come on down.
But is there a way for people to donate online?
Komen.org/SCWI walk and make a donation.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You rock.
She's decked out. So you can, like Nikki said, you can still get down here until 9. 9 is when the event starts officially. But again, if you can't make it out, you can still donate online. But for now, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
Thank you so much, Braden. We're learning new details about how a deal to fund local governments in Wisconsin will affect certain industries. Take emergency responders, for example. The deal boosts funding to local communities by at least 20% for almost every municipality, meaning some of that money will go to city services such as police and fire departments. One local fire chief tells us in 4 decades as a firefighter, this is the most impressed he's been with a funding deal.
This is probably the biggest effort statewide to help emergency services in 40 plus years. So the fact that the deal actually did get struck was number one, a relief, but just a reflection of the efforts that went into trying to help local governments deal with the crisis that we're in.
The original bill called for a 10% boost in funding to local communities, but that was ultimately doubled in a bipartisan effort. This morning, we're learning much more about the government's case against former President Donald Trump. He is now the first former president to face federal criminal charges with an unsealed indictment detailing how he allegedly mishandled classified documents after leaving office. If convicted, he could face fines and significant jail time. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has more.
We have one set of laws in this country, and they apply to everyone.
Special counsel Jack Smith spoke briefly Friday, but the government's 37-count indictment speaks volumes about their case against former President Donald Trump. It alleges Trump and his personal aide Walt Nauta engaged in a conspiracy to keep classified documents he had taken with him from the White House and hide and conceal them. Court filings include photographs of file boxes stored at Mar-a-Lago, in a public ballroom, piled in a bathroom, and spilled out on a storage room floor. Prosecutors say some of the documents were marked top secret, some related to nuclear weapons capabilities and sensitive military planning. The indictment quotes Trump's own campaign statements against him to make the case he knowingly obstructed justice.
I'm going to enforce all laws concerning the protection of classified information.
It also details an alleged conversation between Trump and an attorney suggesting the attorney hide or destroy documents demanded by a subpoena. And it claims on 2 occasions Trump showed documents to people without security clearance at his Bedminster, New Jersey golf club, where he was seen golfing Friday. On social media, he attacked the special counsel as a, quote, Trump hater, a deranged psycho.
We very much look forward to presenting our case.
Security preparations are already underway at the Miami courthouse, where the former president will be arraigned on Tuesday. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
At least 4 of the charges Trump faces carry a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. No comment from the current president, Joe Biden, on this issue. And still ahead, a Wisconsin musician continues to be part of an NBA team's playoff run. We'll share that story. And you're taking a live look outside. Jacob has your full forecast just ahead.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
You got me.
Tag. You're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Good checkup? No, great checkup. Nailed it again.
Keep up the good work.
For great checkups, Crest has you covered because Crest Pro Health protects 100% of your mouth for 24 hours.
Look, Mom, no cavities.
Crest.
Febreze.
Hate it when a car freshener hits you with an overwhelming blast of perfume? Febreze car vent clips work differently. Febreze gives you consistent freshness that starts just right and stays just right for 40 days. Upgrade to Febreze car.
So many hotels.
Trouble booking the family vacay? Come on. Comfort does free hot breakfast for the whole fam.
They have waffles.
And splendid pools.
Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote online today for the Del Bar for Best Supper Club, Best Steakhouse, Best Destination Restaurant, and Best Upscale Dining. Vote for the Del Bar today on MadisonMagazine.com.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, here are the 3 things you need to know. We're going to see some scattered thunderstorms today, mainly to the north of Madison, but then we'll see those scattered showers for much of southern Wisconsin tonight. And we also are going to see much cooler temperatures after the rain ends for Sunday and Monday. And for the most part, next week is going to be pretty warm with not a lot of rain. There are some small chances, but otherwise it's going to be dry. Now, current radar is showing some scattered showers across the Midwest. There are some scattered showers also in north central Wisconsin, but heavier rain is expected to develop a little bit later in the day, well north of Madison, around La Crosse and Eau Claire. And some of these storms may produce some heavy rainfall, but they likely will only last for a brief period of time. But definitely prepare for that if you are in central Wisconsin. Now, we are going to get a break during the evening, but later on tonight, probably well past midnight, we are going to see more showers across southern Wisconsin, and this will likely impact Madison at some point, but the rain is not expected to be very heavy. It is going to also clear out rather quickly, and we are going to be dry pretty early on Sunday, but it also is going to be cloudy to start the day. But I also want to mention that up north in La Crosse, you folks will be sunny throughout the entire day. Madison and the rest of southern Wisconsin will see sunshine later in the afternoon, and we are going to remain clear throughout much of Sunday night into Monday morning, but it's also going to be very cold, especially in southern Wisconsin, with lows possibly in the 30s. Another chance of some scattered showers and storms will happen Monday afternoon, but with it being very scattered, a lot of the rain will likely be a hit or miss. We're also going to see some pretty windy weather, and the windy weather is going to start later tonight with wind gusts up to 20 to 30 miles per hour and continue to get worse as we head into the morning on Sunday. Now, we will see a brief break from the wind Sunday night into Monday, but then Monday afternoon it could be even worse for some locations, especially for those of you near the Iowa and Minnesota border. La Crosse could see wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Not going to be too bad here in Madison, though. As we look at the future track smoke forecast, it is possible to see more moderate smoke move into our area, but with the winds being pretty breezy out of the north, it will clear out, and we will still see some light smoke, but not as bad for Monday. Today, we'll see high temperatures in the lower 80s, scattered showers and storms up north. Tomorrow, though, 60s for a lot of our area, but some locations, especially La Crosse, Lone Rock, could get into the 70s, but otherwise it's going to be pretty unseasonably cool for this time of the year. Looking at the next 7 days for La Crosse, we're going to see temperatures back in the mid-80s by Tuesday and Wednesday, and for much of next week, the temperatures will stay in the 80s, and after Monday, there's only a small chance of rain Friday and Saturday. Rain chances are similar for Madison, but it will be a bit cooler with mid-80s by Wednesday, but then back in the 70s by the end of the week as we do see another chance of some showers and storms. But as a whole, the rainfall tonight is not going to be terribly heavy, and the chances of rain next week look to be relatively light, so there certainly is not enough to end our current drought conditions. But as far as, the temperatures go and with the sunshine, it's going to be pretty nice. So,
it's gonna be a great day.
Definitely enjoy the weather. But I think at this point, a lot of us are kind of hoping for some more rainfall. I am pretty doubtful as to us seeing heavy rain tonight. We likely will see rain, but it probably will be less than an inch for sure.
It's bad news for the farmers. They really need to get that rain on the fields sometime soon.
And I want the rain. I was walking around yesterday and all the grass was dead, and it wasn't very happy.
No, it's not great on the eyes either. Well, thank you, Jacob. A Fountain City hip-hop artist's passion for music and basketball came together in a dream scenario last season with the Denver Nuggets using one of his songs for their pregame tip-off during the playoffs. Now this season, as the Nuggets are in the NBA Finals, Pelly's music is once again part of the team.
Still puts me in awe when I think about it.
Last May in Denver, hearing his art hyping up 20,000 fans, it's a feeling unlike any other for Pelly and the Italian producer Beat Smash. So naturally, they chased that feeling again.
We sat down with each other and we're like, let's take this to the next level.
This season, they wanted to make something specifically for the Nuggets, a passion project as a thank you to the franchise and fans who embraced their music.
It felt pretty effortless because we tapped into something that we had a big pool of energy to draw from.
The end product? We Got You Mile High.
They had such high praise for it, and they were able to integrate it into their playoff atmosphere so quickly.
It's serving as the hype song right before the fourth quarter to energize the Nuggets in crunch time during the playoffs.
Them having the confidence in us and in the song and the energy we brought to it to do that was amazing.
The Nuggets loved having something fresh for their fans. And for Pelly, the project couldn't have come at a better moment.
I was going through a real tough time, and I felt like an artistic block in a lot of ways. There was stuff going on in my personal life, but it was kind of translating over to my blockage as an artist. I needed to break through my own walls and my own challenges that were going on as a human and as an artist. And when I saw what the Nuggets were doing with their season and building up their momentum, it gave me the inspiration to be like, it's time to build mine.
His lyrics came together in record time, and when it was done, he sat back and pictured it being played to a sold-out Denver crowd.
And then months later, to see it come to fruition and happen right in front of me exactly as I've envisioned in my mind, it's hard to describe what that felt like.
It's a reminder for Pelly that even in a challenging moment, he can overcome and create something special.
You take what challenges you, you use it to build a better you, to create something that you see and you envision in your heart and your mind. God willing, you get to share it with the world, and they get to see a piece of you that became stronger and fortified.
That's super awesome for him. Pelly says the relationship with the Nuggets will continue next season with plans for him and Beat Smash to perform a melody of their songs during a halftime performance. Coming up next, there are several new shows and movies to check out this weekend. Our Will Loper shares his picks in 3 things to watch when we return.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Wanakee Furniture, etc.
Ryder Chips, just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry, my cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry, call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Roth Cheese for Best Cheese Producer. Vote for Roth Cheese and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
Sometimes you're so busy taking care of everyone else, you don't do enough for yourself or your mouth. But eventually it will remind you. When it does, Aspen Dental is here for you. We offer the custom dental treatments you need all under one roof right nearby. So we can bring more life to your smile and more smile to your life, affordably. New patients without insurance can get a complete exam and x-rays for $29 and 20% off treatment plans. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your appointment today.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Wanakee Furniture, etc.
Now, before I get into more of the forecast, I want to mention that the Beltline is clear as the incident has cleared up. Now, I talked briefly about the drought earlier, and here's a look at the drought monitor as of June 8th. It releases every Thursday, and the tan color you're seeing across southern Wisconsin is a moderate drought, which is a level 2 out of 5. Northern Wisconsin, parts of northern Wisconsin are actually under no drought whatsoever, but other areas are under abnormally dry conditions, which is a level 1 out of 5. Now, we aren't expected to see a lot of changes the next 6 to 10 days. We are going to be a little bit below average in terms of precipitation, but we definitely aren't going to see above average precipitation, so the drought conditions may continue. As we look at the 7-day forecast, we have that rain chance tonight and early tomorrow, but my guess is that's not really going to do much to the drought. We also have small chances of rain Monday as well as next week, Friday and Saturday. As far as temperatures, we'll see 80s by midweek, and then 70s will return towards the end of the week.
Jacob, thank you. There's one last season of Never Have I Ever, and it's out now on Netflix. Our Will Loper gives a preview of the final season and more in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
We're finally seniors, and honestly, I think we're doing pretty great. Now that I've done the deed, I can focus on what's important.
Prince time!
Newly streaming on Netflix is the 4th and final season of Never Have I Ever.
Hot Pocket looks different this year.
When did his torso get so clawable?
Whose torso is clawable?
Mine. Because I have a rash.
That sounds really gross.
Spend one more season with Davy and friends in the teen coming-of-age comedy as they try and figure out their futures after high school.
I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. Not sure I'm good enough.
I know, it's scary. Our lives are changing, but change is good.
All 10 episodes of Never Have I Ever Season 4 are streaming on Netflix now.
I got this.
What's the first word that comes to your mind to describe us?
Subtle. Newly streaming on Hulu is the 16th season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
You guys do understand what inflation is?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, but for the sake of argument, pretend we don't.
The very adult comedy starring Charlie Day, Danny DeVito, and more is back as the gang gets up to more trouble and hijinks.
Why is it going off my stomach? Because you have a belly full of nickels.
The first 2 episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Season 16 are streaming on Hulu now.
I've broken every single bone in my hand. I'm going to scream now because I can't hold it in, so here we go.
Why do you come to us?
I just want to keep my family safe.
And newly streaming on both Disney Plus and Max is the film Avatar: The Way of Water.
Treat them as our brothers and sisters. Teach them our ways.
James Cameron follows up his box office record-breaking 2009 film Avatar with a sequel that continues the story of Jake, Sully, and Neytiri, who take refuge with a water tribe and continue to battle human soldiers on the planet of Pandora.
I'm a warrior like you. I'm supposed to fight.
Protect the people.
Avatar: The Way of Water is streaming on Disney Plus and Max now. Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for Weekend Mornings.
And coming up next, a look at our top morning headlines. Stick with us. This is Weekend Mornings.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Can't get home in time to watch the news? News 3 Now is always on.
Get Channel 3000 app now so you'll have all the day's top stories in the palm of your hand.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
For the plunge you never thought they'd take. For the day you never thought would come. For all the years that have come and gone.
For all those special moments that make life worth living. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Want to work out for free? This summer at Anytime Fitness, you can get up to 3 months free. Get more for your membership than just machines, with 24/7 access and a community of support. Hurry! The earlier you join, the more you save. Stop into Anytime Fitness now and get the summer free.
Here's your parachute. Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
If you've got the TV volume way up right now, then you really need these. These tiny but powerful little hearing aids are the Nano CIC Recharge, priced at only $297 for a full pair. These are not simply amplifiers. These are ultra high quality, ultra reliable hearing aids, priced thousands less than other hearing aids. They fit right in your ear. Nothing shows in the back of your ear. Payments as low as $36 a month.
1-800-276-3995.
Announce Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including 4 Senses House Cleaning for Best Cleaning Service. Vote today for 4 Senses House Cleaning and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com. Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Sugar River Pizza for Best Pizza. Vote for Sugar River Pizza and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
Save more with Hy-Vee brands this Friday through Sunday. A half gallon of Hy-Vee white milk, $1.28. Red California cherries, just $3.88 a pound. And 2 pounds of Hy-Vee shredded cheese, only $6.99. Only at Hy-Vee.
Right now, pleading not guilty, a La Crosse woman facing multiple charges, including one for intentional homicide in the death of Xavier Pedrin. What witnesses had to say on Friday.
And rainfall is expected over the next 24 hours or so. All the details coming up.
And happening today, a walk to fight breast cancer and raising awareness. Our Braden Ross will give us a live look. It's Saturday, June 10th. Thanks for waking up with us on Weekend Mornings. I'm Kyle Pazarski. Jacob Montesano is standing by with your first warm weather. Jacob, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very nice. It's beautiful outside right now. Temperatures are in the 60s. You know, these are the temperatures that I really enjoy. When it gets up to 80 degrees, I'm kind of thinking it's too hot. But right now, 68 in Madison, 7 in Mineral Point, 66 up in La Crosse, 70 already in Eau Claire, and temperatures are going to continue to get warmer throughout the afternoon. Now, if we take a look at the temperature change from 24 hours ago, yesterday morning was actually pretty chilly with a lot of Wisconsin in the 40s early in the morning, and some locations were actually in the 30s early on. Now, the temperatures right now aren't too far off from the temperatures this time yesterday, and that's because temperatures started to warm up rather quickly yesterday, whereas today they're not going to warm up as much, but they started a lot warmer than yesterday. Now, if we look at the current radar, we are seeing some scattered showers in north central Wisconsin. We'll see more storms fire up throughout the afternoon, especially in the central portion of the state. It'll mostly stay to the north of Madison, but La Crosse, Eau Claire, you folks will definitely see some scattered storms, and it could be pretty heavy at times. We'll get a break in the evening, but then later in the overnight hours, we'll see scattered showers across southern Wisconsin. Not going to be as heavy as the storms in central Wisconsin during the day, but it'll be a bit more widespread. So for La Crosse, some showers in the afternoon, highs in the lower 80s. Madison, not expect to see rain during the day, but temperatures will be similar. I'll talk more in detail about the rain and talk about a big temperature swing for Sunday, all coming up later in the show.
Thank you so much, Jacob. A woman accused of killing a 6-year-old has pleaded not guilty. 31-year-old Josie Dykeman is facing multiple charges, including an intentional homicide charge for the death of Xavier Pedrin. Assar was at the second preliminary hearing Friday, where 5 witnesses testified about the investigation.
This is the continuation of the preliminary hearing.
5 witnesses took the stand in La Crosse County Court, each one with a testimony about 6-year-old Xavier Pedrin's abuse.
People were concentrating on different areas of the investigation to make it a little bit easier to testify.
Daniel Swedberg, a member of the Family and Children's Center, spoke with other children in Dykeman's care. Swedberg testified 2 children detailed the abuse Pedrin faced, stating he was treated differently.
Bending Alex's leg back towards his head, causing Alex to cry, and then where mom was choking Alex and he felt that he was not able to stop that.
An investigator with the Wisconsin Department of Justice says Dykeman's mom told her to call 911 when Pedrin was unconscious.
4 minutes and 11 seconds later, Josie Dykeman's phone finally calls 911.
Investigators say Pedrin had multiple unexplained injuries, including internal bleeding.
It's just horrific to know that someone is capable of harming a child the way he was harmed.
Dykeman's attorney argued that a child's testimony should be taken with skepticism.
This case is as circumstantial as it gets.
Judge Elliot Levine said while multiple inferences are being made, there is enough evidence to go forward with a trial. In the meantime, Pedrin's family says they're going to keep Pedrin's memory alive with a vigil.
Anybody wants to come out and show support for the cause and for the life that he did live, that would be absolutely fantastic.
Reporting in La Crosse, the Westrar, News 8 Now.
Dykeman pleaded not guilty to all 3 counts and is still being held on a $1 million cash bond. Pedrin's family say the candlelit vigil will be at Dash Park tonight from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Both major political parties in Wisconsin are holding their conventions within the next week. The Democratic Party of Wisconsin kicks off its state convention at 9 a.m. today in Green Bay. That runs through tomorrow afternoon at the Madison Hotel and Conference Center near Lambeau Field. This coming Friday, the Republican Party of Wisconsin is set to do the same on the other side of the state. They will be holding their convention in the La Crosse Convention Center, planned to finish up next Sunday morning. Green Bay Republican Congressman Mike Gallagher will not challenge incumbent Senator Tammy Baldwin for her seat next year, opting instead to run for re-election to the U.S. House of Representatives. Gallagher, who represents Wisconsin's 8th Congressional District, announced his re-election campaign Friday morning. He currently serves as the chair of the House Committee on the Chinese Communist Party. Gallagher was first elected to the House of Representatives after a landslide victory over Outagamie County Executive Tom Nelson in 2016. He was re-elected in 2018. In a statement, Gallagher said, "I have a rare bipartisan opportunity in the 118th Congress to help restore American strength, prevent war in the Pacific, and defend our basic freedoms from communist aggression. Accomplishing this mission and serving Wisconsin's 8th Congressional Districts deserves my undivided attention." Happening today, the 10th annual Art Spire will take place in La Crosse. Rain or shine, Art Spire is a free event in La Crosse that engages the community through the arts. Visitors will get to see local artists and musicians while enjoying food and beer from local vendors. The festival will also have an installation available for all attendees to take part. It takes place today, running from 10 to 10. And still to come on Weekend Mornings, photojournalist Christopher Hawbacker brings us a look at a musical connection made here in Madison this week. Morning Notes is next. Stick with us. You're watching Weekend Mornings.
Get up to 50% off list prices at the huge memorial sale at Slumberland Furniture. Like this recliner, free when you purchase the reclining sofa. How about a Lazy Boy recliner as low as $375? Up to 50% off only at Slumberland Furniture. Do not miss this one.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the Governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
You may want to attend college,
but you have a full-time job and kids that need your full-time attention.
How can you possibly attend college?
You learn online at South University.
Earn your degree any hour, any day, from anywhere.
And the credit transfer policies also make it easier to return to college.
The convenience of taking classes where you want.
The flexibility of taking classes when you want.
So you can become who you want.
South University Online.
1-800-211-2082.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote online for Vista West, Madison's premier senior living community, nominated for Best Assisted Living and Best Retirement Community. Vote for all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
At Associated Physicians, we know you have high expectations. After all, it's your health. We want you to know you are welcome and valued. We have a lot of services all under one roof to make it easy for everyone in the family. From internal medicine, OBGYN, and pediatrics, to behavioral health, radiology, lab, podiatry, physical therapy, and more. Call for an appointment today. 608-233-9746. Associated Physicians. Devoted physicians, trusted care. Visit us at apmadison.com.
Here we go.
And action!
Now at Slumberland, $4.99 gets you a lot, like a Sealy Posturepedic mattress, plus a 7-piece bedding bundle free. Yep, get a fitted sheet, flat sheet, 2 pillows, 2 pillowcases, and a duvet, all for just $4.99. Hurry, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Cut!
Yes.
As the 2023 American Family Insurance Championship tees off, News 3 Now is bringing you daily team coverage of the Madison area's biggest golf event of the year. Join us for live reports as we take you inside the tournament from University Ridge, tonight on News 3 Now. Madison Mallards Baseball brings you a night of fireworks on the base paths, and after the game is over, don't miss the Mallards' next fireworks night, Friday, June 16th against the Lakeshore Chinooks. Get your tickets today. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of Madison Mallards Baseball.
Well, temperatures today will be pretty similar to yesterday. A lot of our area will get into the lower 80s, but the further north you're located, highs may only be in the lower 70s, and that's because you folks will see those scattered showers and thunderstorms. During the overnight hours into tomorrow morning, we'll see low temperatures in the 50s for a lot of locations. We'll see mostly cloudy skies, scattered showers, especially for southern Wisconsin, but La Crosse, Eau Claire, up to Wausau, you folks will probably be dry starting this evening with only this rain impacting that area during this afternoon. Now, temperatures tomorrow will be a lot colder with highs in the upper 60s and lower 70s. And for the most part, we're going to be pretty dry tomorrow with that rain clearing out rather early. Now, as I mentioned, I enjoy the weather. For those of you that like the cooler temperatures, definitely enjoy the weather tomorrow because it's going to be very nice.
Thank you very much, Jacob. And now this week, the Madison Music Foundry connected with a national touring act. Slag is the teenage band formed out of their rock workshop, while the Reese brothers have had huge opportunities like opening for Chicago and look to give back to youth bands. Photojournalist Christopher Hawbacker has this month's Morning Notes.
I joined about 4 years ago. There was all new people. It was me and Rion.
For me, at least, I've been playing in front of people since I was 7, I think. So I've kind of gotten used to being in front of the public eye, but it's still just every time it's still really fun.
Is your band kind of like a family?
I'd say yeah.
Yeah, I think so. You could call it that. Played with Rion for 4 or 5 years now.
We've definitely gotten to connect with each other, and especially playing music together every week, that really brings us close together. Music can convey emotions that a lot of other art forms just can't, and you can really identify with songs, and that's just something really special.
We are Slag from the Madison Music Foundry, and we are opening for the Rise Brothers.
And you can get emotional from your favorite song in your headphones, but when you hear it live, it's like, wow. And then you're with people who are sharing this moment, and it's just beautiful. It's totally cathartic. My mom was born and raised in Darlington, so any chance we play anywhere near, we always go through, and we love coming up this way. I mean, this area means a lot to us.
It's really great just having these seasoned professionals support young kids. It's really nice to just have that experience.
We were so grateful to be given opportunities to play at places and to open for bands that we respected. So now the fact that we get to do our own shows and we get to do that and help some other bands come up the way we did, it means a lot to us.
We haven't been openers for anyone, but we definitely have played around Madison.
Are you guys ready for Oak? We're playing at the Madison Area Music Awards. They're doing a youth showcase. Steve is our instructor. He manages us, he instructs us. I take guitar lessons with him too, and he's great. He does some of the other bands too.
They have Rock Workshop, which you just get in a band with people you don't know and then make songs and then just play it in front of people. Or you can just take lessons on all different sorts of instruments.
I take singing lessons and I take piano lessons there too. So there's all sorts of people that do that kind of stuff, and in my experience, they're all wonderful.
I'm going to college next year to Eau Claire for music ed, and I really music has been with me through my whole life, and I just kind of want to inspire students the way my teachers have inspired me.
Thank you.
That just looks like such a fun time. The youth group Slag has a busy summer with shows at Atwood Fest, the High Noon Saloon, and Willie Street Festival. For more on Madison Music Foundry, you can check out the school online. Still ahead, a look at sports, including day one of the AmFam Championship. Plus, you're taking a live look over the Capitol. Jacob has another check of your forecast up next.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
There are moments in life, special moments, moments to share, moments to celebrate. Share the love. Celebrate the moment.
Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
You got me.
Tag, you're it. Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Imagine this. It's 1968, and the mayor of Milwaukee says nope to Summerfest. How many bands would you have never seen? And how many lakeside selfies just wouldn't exist? You'd never have met your new best friend while singing along to every song. Or know the feeling of hitting all 12 stages before the headliner. Thankfully, 55 years ago, Summerfest was a yes. And every year since has been one to remember. Don't miss Milwaukee Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance.
Alien tape is strong enough to hold this fishbowl on a moving car. Just peel and stick and make anything stay in place quick. A wooden shelf, a basket to glass, rugs to the floor, and so much more. Alien tape sticks to brick, pavers, marble, tile, plastic, even leather. Nothing works better. Alien tape secures in seconds, then twist, pull, and rinse to reuse. You're dying to try it. Here's your chance to buy it.
Call 1-800-490-1347 or go to tryalientape.com. That's 1-800-490-1347.
Good checkup? No, great checkup. Nailed it again.
Keep up the good work. For great checkups, Crest has you covered because Crest Pro Health protects 100% of your mouth for 24 hours.
Look, Mom, no cavities.
Crest.
Febreze. Hate it when a car freshener hits you with an overwhelming blast of perfume? Febreze car vent clips work differently. Febreze gives you consistent freshness that starts just right and stays just right for 40 days. Upgrade to Febreze car.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Here are the three things you need to know over the next few days. We are going to see some scattered thunderstorms across our area, especially to the north of Madison around central Wisconsin. But then all of southern Wisconsin will see some scattered showers tonight, and it will really cool things off for tomorrow as well, as highs will only be in the 60s. Now, beginning on Tuesday, we are going to see warmer temperatures, but we're also not going to see a ton of rainfall, as next week will be relatively dry. Still seeing those scattered showers across the Midwest and portions of northern Wisconsin, and we are going to see some storms continue to fire up over the next few hours in central Wisconsin. Some of these storms could produce some heavy rain, but they likely won't last too long in an individual location, so it probably will only be about 30 minutes to an hour at most, but definitely prepare for some heavy rain, especially if you're in La Crosse, Eau Claire, up to Wausau. Even as far south as Wisconsin Dells could see some of those storms. But they will pretty much stay to the north of Dane County throughout the daytime, but then some showers will form during the overnight hours and impact southern Wisconsin. But these showers aren't going to be as heavy, but they will be a bit more widespread for southern Wisconsin. To start Sunday, La Crosse, Eau Claire, you folks are going to be very sunny. Madison Madison will start out cloudy, but then by the afternoon, we will see sunshine across really our entire area as temperatures will only be in the 60s. Clear skies will continue beyond that, but by Monday morning, it will be pretty chilly with parts of Wisconsin dropping into the 30s once again. And then Monday afternoon, we will see some more scattered showers and storms fire up across much of our area. Now, we also are going to see some pretty gusty winds as that cold front moves further south. We'll see wind gusts up to 20 to 30 miles per hour starting later tonight, but Sunday morning and afternoon, it also will be pretty windy. As we get into Sunday night and Monday morning, we will see a brief break from the wind, but it's going to pick right back up for Monday afternoon and evening, and it could get even worse, especially for places such as La Crosse and Platteville, which could see wind gusts over 30 miles per hour during that time frame. Now, as far as the smoke, we could see some more moderate smoke move back into our area later tonight and early tomorrow, but with the winds coming out of the north and being pretty breezy, a lot of that smoke will clear out of our area, and although we will still see some light smoke, it's not going to be as bad by the time we get to the afternoon tomorrow. Highs will be in the 80s for a lot of our area today, but 70s further north as those showers and storms will form, and then tomorrow will be a lot cooler with highs in the 60s and lower 70s, but we are going to remain relatively dry throughout the afternoon. For La Crosse, highs will be back in the 80s by Tuesday with a small chance of rain Monday, Friday, and Saturday. Similar forecast for Madison, except a bit colder with high temperatures back in the 70s by the end of the week, and we also won't see temperatures reach the mid-80s until Wednesday. So unfortunately, we're not really going to see an end to the drought that we have been seeing across Wisconsin, even with the rainfall we will see tonight. And as I don't know about you, but what temperatures do you enjoy? Because I'm really looking forward to the temperatures tomorrow.
I prefer 70s.
I honestly prefer 60s because when it's 70 and the sun is shining, I actually feel a little bit hot, honestly.
Okay, well, that's just your
I know.
the way you,
I'm definitely different in that.
I prefer 70s. I think a lot of people prefer 70s. Maybe we'll take a poll on social media.
I know some people like the 80s and 90s though, which I think that's a little crazy.
Okay, thanks, Jacob. We'll have one more final check of the forecast in just a bit. Look now at sports. The Miami Heat were looking to tie things up last night in the NBA Finals. All that as Jamal Murray and the Nuggets looked to put a stranglehold on the series in the first quarter. Heat star Jimmy Butler hits a three-pointer to beat the clock, putting Miami up 1 at the end of 1. However, Denver would come back fighting through the rest of the game, winning 108-95. Denver now leads the series 3-1 and will continue Monday night for Game 5 in Denver. Back here in Wisconsin, the American Family Insurance Championship is taking place this weekend. Our Zach Hanley has a look at Day 1 highlights and more.
Steve Stricker's won a lot on the Champions Tour, but there's one tournament he hasn't crossed off his list yet. His own, the AmFam Championship, and it's one he admits he puts a lot of pressure on himself to win it. His solution this week, well, it's simple. Just smile more. And whatever he was doing during the first round, it was working. Stricker started with an eagle on 2, then dropped in 6 birdies to finish 7 under. He's tied for second, 3 shots back, and in the process, he passed Tiger Woods for the most consecutive rounds of par or better in PGA Tour history with 53 and counting.
That motivates me to get as many birdies as I can because you don't want to fall too far behind. So it really wasn't on my mind, but anytime you can pass Tiger Woods in something that, you know, and I may text him and just remind him that I did pass. But yeah, it's good to get off to a good start. 1 round and we got 2 more, but it looks like you're going to have to keep it going, you know, the way the scores are. So I'm excited about the start.
Unlike Stricker, Jerry Kelly's round was, in a word, frustrating. The Madison native couldn't really get anything going on the course, and this bogey at 18 sums up his day. Kelly's tied for 49th at even par and hopes he can find his game for today's second round.
It left me early. I sucked. It was not very good. I don't know where the game went, but it definitely went, and couldn't find it the whole day. Try and make eagles, try and make birdies. First I got to go find it. Otherwise, I'm not going to make another birdie. Yeah, I didn't hit the fairways, didn't hit the greens, didn't hit the putts, didn't hit the chips.
The last time Broadhead made it to the state softball tournament, none of the Cardinals on this year's squad were alive. The year was 2004, and the Cards brought home the gold ball. That was the goal this time around, standing in their way in the D3 semifinals, Somerset. This one scoreless in the 4th, and then Broadhead blew it wide open. Allie Dahl smacks one through the infield to bring home 2. Then a couple batters later, it's Ava Rysam, and she blasts one into center field to bring in another. That was part of a 5-run inning for the Cardinals. They advanced to today's final with a 5-0 win. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
And this morning, thousands are gathering in Madison for the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of the annual event being held at Willow Island at the Alliant Energy Center. Braden Ross is there live now with another check of how it's going. Braden.
Yeah, as you can see, since we last talked, a lot more people have showed up. It's such a beautiful day out here. The sun is shining. They told me there's going to be about 800 people walking here. They've raised already over $100,000. They're still not at their goal yet, though, of $170,000. So if you still want to donate, if you still want to come out, the ceremony is going to start in about 10 minutes now. But if you can't make it out today, you can donate online still and still support the cause, Walking for Breast Cancer Survivors. So there's still opportunities to get out here and enjoy the sun or donate online.
Well, thank you, Braden. I'll definitely try to check it out once the show is over. Thank you so much for being out there this morning. And coming up next, a look at a wacky way to keep the birds away. We're back in just a few minutes.
Introducing Feli's Flowers' new seasonal planter program. Perfect for gifts, home, or business. Enjoy a custom-made planter delivered to your door 3 times a year. Growing for Madison since 1949. Order now at Feli's Flowers.
For muscle cramps and spasms, TheraWorks absorbs quickly for relief. So get back at it.
TheraWorks works.
For fast muscle relief, TheraWorks works. Try TheraWorks and get back at it.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-501-5956 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
More epic than cliff diving a waterfall. More epic than 2.5 months of vacation. More epic than Cousin Toby visiting unannounced. It's the epic summer sale at Denver Mattress, and that means everything is on sale. Like the Queen Size Summit, now only $332.49. Purchase the Tempur-Pedic and get a free $300 gift. Plus, no interest until 2027 and free shipping. Shop the epic summer sale today, only at Denver Mattress.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardiance at each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too. Jardiance may cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with the big story to tell.
Introducing Feli's Flowers' new seasonal planter program. Perfect for gifts, home, or business. Enjoy a custom-made planter delivered to your door 3 times a year. Growing for Madison since 1949. Order now at Feli's Flowers.
Mission Unstoppable, Saturday morning at 9.
And finally this morning, an intimidating trio of inflatable arm-flailing tube men are looming over a pond in Massachusetts. They serve one purpose: to scare away the pond's geese and ducks. The bright yellow inflatables are set to inflate on a 10-minute timer about 8 times a day to prevent the birds from becoming accustomed to the distraction. Part of the problem is visitors often feeding the birds, luring them back to the pond even when most ducks and geese migrate out of the state. Jacob, it's just a cool way to get the birds out.
It's a unique way. I feel like many people probably haven't thought about that, but now...
No, I don't think
now
anyone's
we
ever
know.
thought of that before.
But it's going to be a pretty nice day, you know, to get out to the park and, you know, maybe feed some geese. I don't know if that's your thing, but it's going to be pretty nice today. We are going to see some storms for central Wisconsin, but Madison will be relatively dry. Here's La Crosse 10-day forecast. It's going to be a bit warmer in La Crosse with 70s tomorrow and mid-80s by the middle of next week. We are going to see 60s in Madison tomorrow with the rain ending early throughout the afternoon. It will be breezy, but it is going to be dry. 80s on Wednesday, actually Tuesday through Thursday, with 70s returning by the end of the week.
Thank you so much, Jacob. Thank you all for watching. Have a great Saturday.